8-9 Sports.
Welcome to Toronto. With Darren Pang, I'm Mike Emmerich, almost ready for the opening face-off.
Electric atmosphere here tonight, Mike. Let's meet tonight's starting goaltenders. Starting for Detroit, Chris Osgood. And his counterpart on the other side, getting the nod for Toronto, Curtis Joseph.
We're live in Toronto. Sent to Murphy. Advanced to Yzerman. Big shot. It rolls out front. Hoagland bringing it ahead. Skates his way through the neutral zone. Big shot. Rebound loose in front. Gets a piece of him. Taps it ahead. On the right. Score! The Maple Leafs go out in front. Sundin beats him with the wrister.
Osgood didn't even see that wrist shot coming.
Toronto goal. Number 13, Mats Sundin. Assisted by number 14, Jonas Hoagland.
Perreault in ahead of the play. Offside. Draw in the neutral zone. Quick pass to Fisher. Shoved by Dedick. Gets shoved. Over to Draper. Drives one towards the net. He can't control it. Korolev bringing it ahead. Skates his way through the neutral zone. Shooting! Fisher chases it down. Over to Corson. Fedorov faces off in his own zone. Wrister, left side to McCarty. Comes to Fedorov. He can't get it. Over to Perreault. Toronto wants to put this one out of reach. Cross-ice pass. Takes a shot. To Perreault. Perreault in deep. One of the keys to success for this team lies with this guy. Face off to the left of the net. Touch pass to Chelios. Advanced to Shanahan. To Yzerman. A long blast. With a wrist shot. Rebound out in front. Rink wide to Hoagland. Feeds it across. Jostled by Duchesne. Cross ice to Yzerman. Big blast. Rebounds off the board. With a shot. Shooting. Wrister. Hoagland bringing it ahead. Sundin plays it into the corner. Across left to Yzerman. Yzerman on the hard around. Toronto chases it down. Up to Perreault. Pushed off the puck. Big shot. Across right to Perreault. That one out of reach. Over to... Scores! The Red Wings will have to open things up now. Roberts shoots the one-timer into the goal.
Outstanding one-timer.
Toronto goal. Number 7, Gary Roberts. Assist to number 44, Yannick Perreault. And number 94, Sergei Harrison.
Fires the wrist shot. The puck is loose in front. On goal. Rink wide to Korolev. Puck brought along by Korolev. Fires away. Shooting. Goalie out to play the puck. Face off in the left circle with a wrist shot. Over to Kozlov. Over to Fedorov. Wrists it. Rebounds off the board. Face off to the left of the net. Quick pass to Chelios. A shot. Verbeek, front of the net with a shot. Face off in the left circle. To Murphy. To Fedorov. Joseph rubs him with a diving save.
Oh, that's not right. He should never have gotten that.
The play is called back, offside. Here's another look at that save.
That one-timer didn't leave him much time, but he was able to make a tremendous save.
Draw at center ice. Tucker with the puck. Puck brought along by Tucker. Gets bumped. Big blast! He can't control it. Moves it ahead. Pass a bit off. Played by Osgood. Advance to Duchesne. Cross ice to Holmstrom. Over to Larionov. Jostled by Cross. Sent into the corner. Right side to Larionov. Larionov shoots it to the corner. Moves it ahead. Over to Hoagland. Bringing it ahead. In the slot. Fires a slapper. Quick shot. To Yzerman. Just out of reach. Off to Thomas. Into the corner. Osgood stops it behind. Osgood back to cut it off.
1 minute remaining.
Detroit trails. Across right to Shanahan. Ahead with the puck. With a shot. That shot's wide. Taken by the Maple Leafs. Shooting. Fedorov faces off in his own zone. Not much time left here. Sent to Fisher. Drives one towards the net. Feeds it across. Cross ice pass. Dumps it into the corner. And that'll do it for the first period. Toronto 2, the Red Wings 0. Time for the start of the second period.
The lead isn't insurmountable, obviously, but this one still could get out of hand.
Fires away. From point blank, Yzerman with the shot. Across right to Hoagland. Rink wide to Murphy. He can't get the pass. Detroit trailing. Along to Shanahan. Fights off the check. Big shot. In behind the goal. Quick shot. Can't find the target. Pass to Shanahan. Joseph out front. Face off to the left of the net. Puts it on goal. Rebound loose. Advances the puck to Berezin. Big shot. Rebound. He won't get to it. Joseph back to play it. Joseph cuts it off behind the net. Detroit called for offside. Chelios, a key player on this team. Face off in neutral ice. Touch pass to Fisher. Drives one towards the net. He can't control it. Cross ice pass. He fires. Detroit back to get it. Over to LaPointe. With a shot. Joseph comes out to play the puck. This guy is really competing well tonight, Panger. Face off to the left of the net. Toronto gets control. The Maple Leafs with the lead. Rink wide to Berezin. Loads it up and fires. Hands it to Kozlov. Moves it ahead. Can't get there. Yushkevich back to touch it, and will have an icing against Detroit. When this guy's playing well, it gives his team a good shot at winning. Yzerman faces off in his own zone. To Murphy. To Yzerman. A long blast. Hit the post with the shot.
You can hear that all the way up here.
Incredible diving stop.
Oh, great save.
Osgood gives up the body.
He really stretched out for that one.
Markov crosses the blue line a little early. He was on his head on that save. Take another look.
Wow! What a save on that one-timer. That was almost in.
To Chelios. Over to Larionov. Cuts in. Fires away. To Larionov. Dancing in with a wrist shot. It gets away from him. Rink wide to Gilchrist. Got a chance. Wrists it. Bringing it ahead. Unloads a bullet. Pass to Larionov. Sent into the corner. Joseph gives chase behind the net. Off to Tucker. Detroit trails. He scores! Fedorov has something extra on that drive.
Fedorov took the puck and slipped it into the net.
Detroit goal. Number 91, Sergei Fedorov.
Bumped. Unloads a bullet. Loose puck. Knocked off the puck. Puck brought along by Kaberlov. Fires away. The puck is loose. Pass to Lidstrom. Across left to Draper. Big blast. Can't find the target. Takes a shot. Cross ice pass. Pass to Korolev. A shot. Hit the post with the shot. Osgood, the glue that holds this team together. Draw to the left of the net. Sent to Fisher. Cross ice to Shanahan. Rockets one. The puck is loose in front. Over to Hoagland. Cross ice pass. Takes a shot. Manson and the Maple Leafs are offside. Face-off in the neutral zone. To Chelios. Toronto. To the Red Wings. 1. Checks him. A long blast. Perreault races over to get it. He shoots. Puck bounces free. Takes a shot. Point blank range. The shot. To Berezin. Pass a bit off. Retrieved in the defensive end. On goal. Loose puck. Joseph out of his net. Draw in the left circle. Quick pass to Murphy. Wrist shot. Cross ice to Yzerman. The wrist shot. Rink wide to Sundin. Sundin takes it. Takes a shot.
1 minute remaining.
Osgood makes a diving save.
He pulled that one out of nowhere.
On goal. Big shot. Puck bounces free. That save deserves another look.
Holy jumping, he's quicker than a cat on a hot tin roof.
Draper faces off in his own zone. Errant pass. A few seconds remaining in the period. Joseph back to play the puck. Played by Joseph. Checks him. Fisher takes the puck. And we're done with 2 periods of play. Toronto 2, the Red Wings 1. We're ready for the beginning of the 3rd period.
Can't wait to see how this thing ends up. Holy jumping, it's been a battle so far.
One timed over to Murphy. Tees it up. Rebound out in front. He shoots. 3-on-1. Takes a shot. Kaberlov leading the rush. Unloads a bullet. Rebound loose. Cross ice to Yzerman. Big blast. Off the post.
Oh, he had him beaten.
On the rush. Hoagland dumps it. Osgood goes after it. Cross ice to Lidstrom. Over to Yzerman. Dumped into the corner. Joseph back to cut it off. Joseph back to play it. Puck brought along by Roberts. With a shot. On goal. Chelios retrieves it. Chelios passes it. Fires away. It gets away from him. Pass to Perreault. That one out of reach. The wrist shot. Rink wide to Berezin. Takes a shot. Behind his own net. Right side to Fedorov. Pass to Kozlov. 1 goal game. That play is offside. Face off in neutral ice. He can't get the pass. Advance to Didick. Along to Korolev. Doesn't connect. A long blast. Karam's off the boards. Misses wide. Guides it on to Korolev. He cuts in. Unloads a bullet. This guy is really competing well tonight, Panger. Face off in the left circle. Puck controlled by Sundin. Shot. Passes to Shanahan. Doesn't connect. Offside is the signal. Draw in the neutral zone. Toronto gets control. Tees it up. The wrist shot. Osgood out to play it. Loads it up and fires. It gets away from him. The shot. Bringing it ahead. The Maple Leafs looking for an insurance goal here. Draw in the right circle to Chelios. Short pass to Verbeek. Cross-ice pass. Fires away. To Yzerman. Shoots. Loose in the crease. Off his skates for the save.
How did he get that one? Great save.
Puts it on goal. Loads it up and fires. Wrists it. Right side to Shanahan. Pass to Yzerman. Shoots it into the corner. Joseph chases it behind the net. Controlled by the Maple Leafs. Fires a slapper. Loose in the crease. Off his skates for the save.
Tremendous recovery by Osgood.
With a wrist shot. The wrist shot. Let's take another look at that tremendous save.
I made a few saves this good in my career, Doc. Only a few.
Face off in the right circle. Korolev controls it. Knocked away. Shooting. Cross ice to Draper. Taken by Joseph. Darren, anything we should know about the Detroit Red Wings?
Detroit has come to expect great things from their wings. Under the tutelage of a legendary coach, the fans have been treated to electrifying hockey year in and year out.
You've been doing another clinic, haven't you? Domi with the slap shot. Cross ice to Larionov. Over to McCauley. McCauley bringing it ahead. Wrists it. Holmstrom gathers it in. Holmstrom shoots it to the corner. Pushes it up. McCauley handles it. Up to Tucker. Cross ice pass. Right side to Shanahan. He can't get it. Cross ice to Yzerman. The wrist shot. Rink wide to Domi. Guides it on to Tucker. Dumped into the corner.
1 minute remaining in regulation.
Pass to Yzerman. Yzerman shoots it to the corner. Rink wide to Yushkevich. Tapped up to Hoagland. Advances the puck to Sundin. Sundin with a shot. With a wrist shot. Draw to the right of the net. He won't get to it. Taps it ahead. Feeds it across. Detroit trying to tie it up. The horn sounds, and that's the end of the game.
Wow, you hate to see a team lose a game like that. Exciting game to watch.
That'll do it. For Darren Pang, I'm Mike Emmerich saying so long.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are tonight's 3 stars of the game. The third star from the Detroit Red Wings, number 91, Sergei Fedorov. The second star from the Toronto Maple Leafs, number 7, Gary Roberts. And the first star of the game from the Toronto Maple Leafs, number 31, Curtis Joseph.